beautifully. And that's how you raise kids. You have to raise them yourself to know how they're gonna come up and whatever, whatever. So feminism.
Of course, you have to raise your kids by yourself. I mean, you could like have the assistance of relatives and the help of your spouse, but generally, when they are your kids, you raise them. You don't give them to somebody else to raise them for you, usually.
uh, is a product of, I believe, about the 50s, 60s Reaganomic era.
Uh, well, feminism started in the 19th century, I think. So the suffragettes, I don't think it started in the 60s or 50s. I think you mean, I think that you mean that second wave feminism started in the 60s or 50s. So, yeah. And Reaganomics has nothing to do with it. It just you pull that word because it's from that period or close to that period, and I don't know why you use it, but fuck it.
And sorry, I'm chatting too. It's weird. I'm sorry. I'm being rude.
That's a weird time to chat, but fine.
I'm being so rude. Feminism started, like I said, it started in like the 19th century in Europe, but it then kind of came over here. And the thing about that is, obviously, coming from Europe, it was a white woman's idea.
Well, I don't see you. Well, yeah, it was created by white women, but I think they generally, at first, meant it only for white women, and later on, they tried to expand it to. Sorry, email notification. They tried to expand it to women of other races as well.
And around World War II was when the women were like, we can all kind of get out there and do our thing, and we can all be part of society. We can function as equals, and we can.
Now, I want you to listen to her very carefully because from here it starts to get a bit crazy.
Work, and of course, we achieved that. Me personally, I don't even believe women wanted to do that. But then you had
Some women did not want to have a career, of course. Some women wanted to keep the status quo. So, that just because some women wanted to do that, others should not be able to.
your women who believed they were better off without men and shit like that, and just wanted to be independent or feel like they didn't want to be with a man. Feminism to me, no offense, but it strikes me as a lesbian thing.
Okay, okay, feminism is a lesbian thing. Damn, that's a statement I have to process. No, it's not a lesbian thing. There are many lesbians that are feminists, but I guess the percentage of women in the movement who are feminists uh, tends to be more on the straight side. And I think mm, just because they fight for women doesn't mean they're gay, okay? It's like. Uh, um, it's not. It just you're taking it too literally. Of course. I have to say that there are a lot of prominent feminists who are lesbians. But again, it's crazy to claim that feminism is a lesbianic thing.
I believe the lesbians started the feminism movement because, of course, lesbians only needs other women. But if you're with another woman and nobody's making money because women don't belong in the workplace,
What? Oh my god, I just oh my god, if somebody from Tumblr hears you say that, they would freaking throw such a tantrum, temper tantrum. Is just gonna like a tantrum, like, not temper tantrum. Is gonna be like epic. Women don't belong to the world. I should tell all the career women I know that they should go to the fucking kitchen and start making sandwiches then, I guess, and pumping out babies. If there are two lesbians, who the fuck is making the money? That's another thing I have to deal with. Well, they can both work, which is something that every person in the 21st century does. I mean, if they can, of course, they work because they can make money and they can live better. So not only men can work, just to let you know.
per se, and you can't really that's it doesn't work like that. How the hell are you gonna make money if you want to be a female with a female? If you're both
This is uh, this is just stupid. This statement is just stupid. It's just I. Are you saying that women can't work? Are you saying that when two women get together, they magically lose their ability to do any physical tasks that provide them with money as payment for the services?
supposed to be housewives. Now, of course, so that brought along the whole change and everything, and we got our feminism. And then it got to the point where the businesses were booming, the taxes were rising because of so many hands in the workplace, and
Well, yeah, duh. The government sees that there are many more people working, so they would try to get more money out of them. So what? If women are working, of course someone is going to exploit that situation. They're going to lower the wages for that particular field, or because there are too many applicants for it, or too many people are doing that job. So that job loses its status as a high paying job and it becomes a low paying job. It's not because of women, it's because of too many people. Of course, in some cases, it could be a gendered issue, but in this case, it's just basic economics.
consumerism increased by 500%. And of course, it came to the point where even in the media, they started to propagandize because, of course, you make more money when more women are working. It was propaganda to spew out negative, information or a negative bias towards the housewives. Like it
I have to agree with you there to a certain degree. There is a stigma about being a housewife, and I find nothing bad, inherently bad in being a housewife. Wife. Um. So, and the more left wing media usually just tends to be more disparaging towards housewives, and I don't think it's a good thing. And if somebody wants if a woman wants to stay home and take care of the kids, that's not a bad thing, and they should really just try to understand that certain people like certain situations and certain choices.
became kind of like the housewife became the target. They started to degrade the housewives. Oh, you're nothing but a housewife. Even in movies today and shows today, you see shit like, oh, you're just a housewife. And anybody could cook and anybody could clean, and then shit like that. So feminism,
Okay, so again, being a housewife is not a bad thing. Just so you know, and you can be a housewife at the moment. You can actually get married and stay at home and have kids and cook and clean. It's feminism is not stopping you from doing that. They may have some negative things to say, but why do you care? It's your choice. You shouldn't care what other people think.
Ruined my chance of having 6 kids, which is what I want to have. Six
Nobody ruined your chance of having 6 kids. You can still have 6 kids. Nobody's stopping you. Just find. You're obviously heterosexual, so find a guy with a good salary because he has to support 6 kids, and then have 6 kids. What's wrong? Why can't you do that?
kids and kind of being a housewife because that's nearly impossible unless I find a rich man, which would have to be my goal, which would then make me a gold digger. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh, as I said, 6 kids require a lot of money, so you do have to find a rich man. If you want to have 6 kids, that won't make you a gold digger. They're just gonna make you someone that wants to have 6 kids. If you aim at having a rich husband just for the money and for the benefits of having money, then that makes you a gold digger. If you want to be a housewife and have 6 kids, you should find somebody that's rich because that's an easier way of achieving your goal at this point. Your goal is not being a gold digger at the moment, right? So if it's not, then just proceed, and feminism is not stopping you from doing that.
So that kind of, already fucked me over in so many ways. So now I cannot be a housewife if I wanted to be.
You can be a housewife. What's stopping you? Seriously, what the hell is stopping you? Just tell me what the hell is stopping you. I'll tell you what's stopping you. Nothing.
Not in this country anyway. Um, Another thing that was brought about, which was women's liberation. And the beginning of my video when I talked about the guy who didn't give a fuck about me and my other friend because we were just kind of, I guess we weren't sexual objects in his eyes, so therefore we didn't even fucking matter. So it was that kind of thing. And liberation.
What does women's liberation have to do with some dude that was rude to you? I still fail to see the connection between those two.
Again, the lesbians with their open sex. Now I'm not anti.
Lesbians with open sex are responsible for women's liberation. What the fuck? You do realize that most of the women that were suffragettes or most of the leaders of uh, second wave feminism were straight, right? Like most of them actually had husbands and kids.
What is that? No, wait, what's the word? Uh, a homo hater. I don't know what they call them. Homophobics. I don't see.
You are kind of homophobic, though. You have to admit that. You are kind of homophobic.
Yeah, I don't mind lesbians. I have lesbian friends, gay.
I have black friends. That doesn't make me a not racist. I could be a racist and have black friends. Okay, that's just a stupid excuse.
Guy friends, and I don't. It's already come to pass. So to each his own. Because there's no way my dislike for homosexuals is gonna change anything at all. Because it's
So you do admit that you're a homophobe.
not. It's not. It's really not. It's just gonna kind of outcast me, and people are gonna say, "Oh, you're a faggot hater," or "You're no good," or it'll just put me in that category of the people who are the extreme radicals that gay bash and all that shit.
Well, you do kind of gay bash. I mean, you do have negative thoughts about feminism, and you connect feminism with lesbianism. So you do gay bash a bit. Okay, so continue this in part 3.